Guess who's back? Back again.
All right.
Black and yellow, black and yellow. Okay. Marker. Take 4. Oh, hey. Who is that on the camera? Okay. Guess what time it is? It's podcast time.
No.
It's podcast time.
No way.
Welcome back to the Dirt Cheap Podcast. I'm your host, Reesa. We got some special guests on here today.
Special needs guest on here today.
Oh, man.
I don't think.
Golly. Oh, my goodness.
Solid intro.
Yeah, no. This is the best we got. It's a Monday.
You've been on in
We're feeling it.
weeks,
Months.
months, if you will.
I've been
Eons.
gone, doing charity work.
It's called college.
Well, I've heard it both ways.
They've been doing charity work.
It's been a hot minute, though.
It has.
Passed my classes. I'm on to year number 5.
How's it feel?
I'm too
Now you
old to be
can
doing
talk to the
this.
freshmen. Where my hug at?
Oh, boy.
My favorite group of people. I'll be scanning the crowd when I come walking in.
Sick. Well, we'll
Hear
get...
ye! Where is the man I shall pick?
Okay, I'm not like
kidding.
Christopher Columbus or like pilgriming.
I don't know if that was really Pilgrim. That was more like, King
Royal,
Charles or
yeah.
something.
British something.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The British.
It just made me think of Shrek.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Lord
we'll get back to that conversation
Okay.
here in a little bit.
Okay, sounds good.
But first of all, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Do all the things you do. Thanks for coming back. We know you were probably not expecting her and you were expecting Tanner.
Sorry.
We had to call a quick audible, though, because we are just, some logistic things. Tanner being a little sick on his
Yep.
end and things like that. So,
Omaha.
I said hut. But so we got, the show must go on. We audible. We pivot. We do what we do. We've got you, and I know we've got some Liberty stuff coming up
Always.
that we want to know. So there's that. But yeah, another week by. I'm back. I know this is probably the first time people have seen me without a hat on, so that's kind of cool for them.
He has hair.
I feel naked.
Barely.
I feel naked. But that's beside the point. But typical rundown coming up, right?
His hair on the screen.
I know, right? Landon.
No, Landon's there.
Do
it. Give the people what they want.
Yeah, they want more of you, dude.
Give him a shake.
They want more of
I
you.
just got a haircut on Thursday.
But really, really good show coming up for you. The game, as always, the Ministry Minute. We got a hot take for
yeah,
you,
the
some
game.
Liberty
Hold on.
stories, and we got it for you. So
Same format, same place. Same
Nothing
time.
changes.
We're the same.
let's get into it.
I think I started putting that in our bio or like in the.
Yeah,
Did you
I
notice
noticed that. You're like, same old.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
same
Welcome
thing. Just- I don't know what you
Same
want.
thing, different
Tired in the
words.
morning when she does this because she procrastinates.
I do it at night before I go to bed, and I'm like, "Hey guys, if you listen, you'll know what we're talking about." Goodbye.
don't,
Have a great
goodbye.
day.
Eventually, we're just going to have a thumbs up emoji.
You know what to do.
Yeah.
Hit that like
Please.
button.
I'm gonna make the most the most cliche things like.
On today's exciting episode of the Dirt Cheap Podcast.
Hit that AI up. Go to ChatGPT. Write me a Instagram caption.
I saw
Actually?
an article about ChatGPT. It said it is really hurting the environment.
Yes.
Because
Really?
it
Oh,
takes
wait.
like 22 liters of water to cool the system down after one cue of asking it.
That's
And
awesome.
that's what made me think. I was like, it is a machine. Like
Yeah.
and they say it's burning like a lot of coal to power it and stuff like that. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I've seen
Yeah,
words.
it's not so energy efficient
Yeah.
now, is it?
I like
just think about
that.
I've
Every
seen
time
words.
you environmentalists use ChatGPT or something,
I
you're
like that.
destroying the planet.
I like that.
Just
Speaking
like
of
if you
chat-
buy
Shame on you.
Tesla.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Speaking of what?
I said, speaking of chat, I'm going to take this transcript from our most recent episode and then put it in and ask them what our
Good
podcast is
summary.
about. Yeah.
What our podcast is about. That's-
Speaking of
headphones are on
Teslas and
I said it's electric vehicles,
electric
right?
vehicles.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, me and Sydney have a hybrid story.
You tell it. You tell it better.
So we went to Kenny's after our small group, or large group, I guess it was.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, and me and Sydney were the first ones there. So we were just sitting out on the picnic table. It was stormy. Wasn't raining, but it was
lightning. Yeah.
Lightning and thundering.
Yep.
Yep.
Thunder roll.
And
Kinda.
And the
so we're just
lightning
sitting there
strikes.
talking about like life and like life after death and stuff like that. Very theological stuff.
It was pretty deep. Yeah.
It was deep.
Life
And
after death.
Yeah, we were talking about like people. It was sad when people die, like before they, get to
Yeah.
live most of their life, and dying at a young age,
And then we're just sitting there talking about and just heaven and stuff. And then all of a sudden, really bright lights shine, and you hear like these. It sounds like angels singing. It was a hybrid car starting up. This hybrid car, yeah, it literally sounded like oh. They sitting looking at each other. Jesus,
we were like, we didn't mean it.
I'm just joking.
It was so
it was
scary.
It caught us off guard for sure.
Wow.
Made for a funny minute. Though.
It was pretty good. And then we kept on talking, the lightning striking, and we're like, all right, we need to change the subject.
We gotta get inside.
God's like, you sure about that?
Yeah, really.
One person I'm not going to mess with. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah, watch your words.
Oh, man. Well, I mean.
It's funny for us to like think about this as a human.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always go, do you think like there's angels up there and they're like, hey Jesus, hear what they're talking about? Mess with them, make them freak out.
I'm
He's like,
a firm
and he's
believer.
like, all right, hybrid car.
Dead.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that God has a sense of humor.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure. I mean, he created all of us in his image, right? So who's got the best sense of humor? Probably.
Oh well, then
Him.
me, 100%, because it came from him. Wait, no, I totally said that backwards.
You definitely
Wow.
said that. Hey, wow. Somebody's over here playing God. Okay.
But,
Wow.
good one, Grant.
We're going to have to lay
Good
some,
one.
hey, you could have cut the podcast. We're going to lay some hands on this gentleman real quick. Wow.
I don't
Lord,
even know how to
you
say it
didn't
now. It came out wrong.
Well, it's like last week we had all the thunder like rolling
Yeah.
while we were recording. I didn't listen to the episode
I
yet.
didn't hear anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, did you get to that part?
Did you
when we were
even listen?
talking?
How far in did you listen?
Well, I did
even
skip
care?
a little bit, but then I got the ministry minute piece and all that good jazz.
It was in the ministry
so
minute, I'm pretty sure.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, some of it was.
I didn't hear it.
Okay, good.
But yeah, let us know.
Maybe I was just so overtaken by your ministry minute that was just I completely lost
Thank
it.
you.
You did a good job. You did a good job.
Thank you.
So my laptop died, so I can't
Oh,
do
wow.
the game. So
That is
I'll do.
I'll
It's
come
fine.
up with some. Okay, you do some kind of.
We'll figure it
We're gonna
out.
play I Spy.
figure. I spy.
If
Join
you're
us at home.
driving,
Oh, my.
please don't take your eyes
Yeah.
off the road.
I spy something tan.
I spy
gonna say
another
white.
car. Hit it.
I spy something red, white, and blue. Give us the bird.
Anyway,
Not the bird, but that bird.
sick.
Love it.
Well,
What was?
talking about faith,
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Liberty
Lead us not. Yeah.
is a Christian university.
Smooth transition.
Liberty.
But I want to know. I think the people out there want to know what's the craziest thing, Reesa, that you've witnessed at Liberty. Like the craziest thing.
Nothing ever happens at Liberty. Come on.
Craziest
You guys
It's a
have, like-
Christian school.
That's what I
Everybody's
wanna
good.
I mean, for the sake of our viewers, I will keep it PG.
I think you should.
You can go PG-13.
Who's the
we
youngest
can bleep
listener
it
out
if we
there?
have to, but I think we need to know the
You can.
dirty
You don't.
secrets.
Well, that's the kicker
Just.
of it.
Yeah, you're right.
So
Hey, when you do this, they can read your lips.
No,
I'm just saying. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
please go watch it if you're not watching, and try if you can
Okay.
type out what she wrote.
Can you put a black screen over my face? Just like.
Okay, well, I'll start with more mild. I mean, I feel like I've been.
That's a white screen.
I'll just whisper like this. They can't hear me now.
yeah, exactly.
Whisper right into the
It's like
microphone.
turning your music down to.
So
turn.
we'll give a parental warning here. We'll go PG-13 warning. If your kids listen to this 13 and under,
This is stressful.
may
Crank that
wanna
volume down.
May want to skip through this piece. Other than that, I mean, it's
Because
I mean,
you know,
I
to preface, if someone out there is like, "How dare you guys talk about this?" Sorry, it's the real world.
We're
It's
talking
college.
about college.
Kids are gonna get exposed to it. If your kid's gonna go to college, you might as well have an idea of
real
what
world,
they
man.
might see.
exposed.
and
maybe
this
not
is
the word I would
liberty,
use.
too.
I feel like you can see this anywhere though.
This is what I.
What she's about to say.
I have.
Let her say
Well, I
it.
don't know what she's gonna say.
I don't know if I can. I feel like if I say this is the last time I'm ever on.
Just share the story.
No.
Well, we don't know what you're gonna say, so go ahead and say it.
Use code words.
Oh, okay, I got this. Okay, so I'm walking through a parking garage.
Okay.
That's not a code word.
That's not the code word. That's the real word.
Okay.
And, you pass by the back corner and,
Yep.
kids get creative whenever they got an itch for something,
So there was drugs being dealt.
No.
The
It's-
other way.
This is
I
liberty.
see
Something was
something
being
on
dealt.
the ground that had been used. This parking garage is in the middle of campus. And I'm like,
I'm already lost.
You might want to preface by saying men and women can't go in each other's dorms. You have to.
Whoa.
You have
In
to
the
meet.
car.
No, she said in the
external.
corner of the parking
of the
garage.
parking garage.
but I would assume a car.
I would hope.
I mean, I don't know if they just.
I mean, I wouldn't leave it.
the trash can or.
If you guys aren't watching, you have to.
Out the window, quick escape. This
Oh,
was
my
in
word.
only the 3-story parking garage too, not the
Okay.
9-story.
I'm up in this. I'm up in this parental rating T for teen.
And for mature.
I told you guys.
That's. I mean, I think it was my freshman year I saw that. I was like, what? Why? Like here? There's.
Golly. Golly.
Anyways,
You
that's
like start looking around for like cameras, and you're like, did anybody else?
I found this. That was not me. I found it.
I like it. Just you. I mean, I have no words. Like you couldn't have been more creative. Maybe like an abandoned, like maybe the mall parking lot that like nobody's there. Like
Or maybe just don't do it. I don't know.
Maybe just wait till
Like,
the very
I
end.
don't
You know.
That really gave it away there.
Sorry.
If you had no clue, no, I'm just kidding.
well, anyway, so that's the
Wow, I
craziest
love it.
thing.
Wow.
I mean, I feel like
Sick.
on a less
Sick.
Yeah, it is sick.
on a less on a more PG note. It was the football game. Let's okay, no, this one's
That's what I
okay.
heard. I was like, oh, where's this going?
Whoops. This one's okay. The football game that Danessa, Grant, and Clay got to come to, it got rained out. Like we were leaving. The game didn't start till
Rained
after
out.
10:30. And I'm sad we didn't go. I'm sad we didn't run back because the game ended at like
we were so tired and wet.
1.
It was like 2 a.m.
I know. It
Yeah.
would have been so fun. The most college thing to do. Anyways, we were all tucked in, snug as a bug in a rug, watching a movie.
What
And
time
we're
did you
like,
guys go to bed?
It was like,
You dropped us off at what? 10:30? It was like 10:35. We're all laying in bed.
No,
it
for
was
real.
quick.
anyways, okay, so we're at this football game. It started at 7.
Yeah, kicked
So-
off at 7
okay.
originally.
So first, like, 15 minutes of the game or so, and it's like, gets rained out. Like, they're telling us to evacuate. And so we have, like, they're telling everybody, like, all the students to leave the stands. And we're students. We're not going to leave. We're holding our spots if they're a good spot. So all these students are, like, the police officers, like, telling us to, like, get off the stands. So we're, like, pushed up underneath the,
Concourse.
yeah, that. And so, but, like, these kids are, like, doing what they can and, like, just trying to make the best of it. And there was, I think, one kid who ran out on the field and was, like,
There was two kids that somehow got down and then
Onto
ran
the field.
across the field because, well, the reason they ran was because they were standing like in the rain.
I remember, yes, there's
and they
one-
wanted to
'cause-
get to the shelter.
Okay, yeah, because like there wasn't enough room under the concourt for all the students to come up, so most kids were standing out in the pouring rain. So one kid jumped the fence, ran across the field and up and over to the other side where there was more space.
Yeah.
Police officers were then issued to the field to like stand and watch guards, so they're standing out in the pouring rain. And then this one kid has a great idea to just leap onto the field and make a run for it. And we have a video if you are watching. Go ahead and play the video.
Insert video here.
This is like right where we were standing too.
Booking, absolutely booking
When
it.
he realized the cop was
Heat
chasing
feet.
him.
One cop down. Boom. Second cop down. I'm pretty sure that kid was fined.
Was found.
Found.
He was fine.
Finded. He was
So he-
charged with something. He was in
What?
trouble.
Civil-
Did
to
they
say
ever
the
talk
least.
about that at like any of your
Civil
campus
disorder?
meetings and
He got
afterwards?
arrested right there.
No. I'm pretty sure he was. But anyway, so if you couldn't watch the video, if you're driving or something, this kid hopped on the field and went booking it across, and then he had
He had a 50-yard touchdown rush is what I saw.
yeah, pretty much.
Pretty slow though. It was like a 4.7.
But he
like, on
wasn't-
the video.
He had to juke out some defenders and
True.
things like that.
Yeah,
Made a spin
Absolutely.
move.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, the first kid that did it, he was like not doing it to be funny. He was
No,
just
he
doing
just
it
wanted
to
to
get
get
out of the
dry,
rain.
yeah.
That
Two
kid was
kids actually
hamming it
did
up.
it.
Yeah, I was gonna say two. Yeah, and then that's when they got the cops out. But then
Yeah.
that guy you got the video of. That wasn't your
He was
video.
for
That was just
show.
another one. But
Yeah.
he was like, yeah, ham it up.
Making a joke out of it, and then had 4 cops running after him.
That's it.
So
Anyways,
That's it.
nothing
Rookie
too wild.
numbers.
Landon, do you have a story to tell?
I think I've told that story before.
Well, if it's a good one, tell it again.
I don't think you have it on the pod.
Maybe.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Do I need to give a rated T warning for this?
It was. I like to say I never technically ran from the cops. No,
Oh, okay. Yeah, this
no
story. You
lights
did.
were ever turned on. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was-
Okay, you have said this.
Yeah, I think I have. I'll reiterate.
I don't think I've heard it. So
All right.
Just a shortened version.
Driving home from work one day, as I forget who said it. I saw a TikTok. It's like I'm driving home, behaving myself. Speed limit's 30. I'm doing maybe 90. I think I was going like 70 and like a
Behaving
55 or something like that. And
You blew by a cop.
yeah, blew by a cop, and I just see. Well, he's in a line of traffic, so he couldn't immediately get out and turn around. And there was still a good
Whoa.
line.
So we're going opposite ways.
See, okay, first of all, so hot take real quick. That should be illegal. Like, you're not running radar in those scenarios. The fact they can pull people over for that is whatever. But continue.
Well,
Make him a
observable
cop.
speed is going. And so I see him hit brake lights and turn off into a driveway. I said, yeah, I'm not sticking around to see where this goes. I gun it. And
then he goes 90.
then I gun it. And
That's not running from the cop.
And so there was the road I would normally turn on is like really wide open fields. I was like, all right, if I turn down there, he's going to see me going down there and follow me. So I kept going up the road, and then there was another turn I could take to get to my house. And I was like, nah, he could see me going down there if he's close enough. So I went up, took a bunch of back roads. I went in our back lane, which was by Grant, like before you lived there. But I drove by Grant's house, came down our back
I know
lane,
you're at now.
and put my truck in the shop and closed the door and ran inside. And Mom was sitting at the table. She was like, what's your problem? I said,
Nothing.
not a thing. Me? Just hanging around.
Yeah.
Just getting that adrenaline rush, baby.
Yeah.
I said, if a cop shows up here, I said, it wasn't me. And she asked me, I said, I didn't technically run for the cops.
didn't.
No lights.
You
were
didn't.
ever
I'd say you're
turned on.
fine, yeah.
So
She probably went, Landon!
yeah, pretty much. But so my buddy's dad used to be a cop, and he was like, you know, they have cameras in the front and back of their cars
Dang
that
it.
are specifically for catching license plates.
Which, again, should be illegal. Fourth Amendment here. I'm sorry. Go
I mean,
ahead.
hot take, I guess. I don't know. But he goes, if he wanted you to get you, he would. And he goes, what time was it? I was like, I don't know. It's like closer to 5 or so. He goes, he was probably getting off shift and didn't really care at that point. I
wanted
said,
to get
fair
home."
enough. Yeah. So that's my story.
That's funny.
Wow.
But no, I've only been pulled over twice.
I wouldn't call that running from the cops, though.
Nope.
Because if the lights would have been flashing on,
Well, then I
you
would
would have pulled over. You would have pulled over.
I mean, the only reason you saw that he was hitting the brake lights to turn around is because you stopped and kept looking, or you didn't stop, but you looked to see what he was going to do.
I knew I blew past this cop going like 20 over the speed limit. And so I was like, crap.
Then you
And-
gotta look. You gotta
Yeah,
see what's gonna
that's what I was
happen.
Ooh. And
Yeah, take that, big brother.
yeah.
You think you're out there in your cop cars collecting our data? No, you're not. This guy got away. Take that. Take
Yeah.
that, big brother.
Don't say that too loud. I'm going to get a knock on my door tonight when this episode comes out.
It's a guy with a banana crate.
Sir, we need to return you home.
All right.
I'm going to open the door. I'm just going to hear, America!
The proof.
Sick. Sick.
Oh, don't worry, he's in West Virginia.
Makes a
Anyways.
special trip up.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But, yeah. What else we
That's
got?
such an
We're
inside
talking
joke.
about running from the, yeah, I know. Running from the cops. Well, speaking of Liberty, did you guys hear how big the graduating class was?
I didn't know.
They graduated on Friday.
Nope.
I heard that it was record breaking, but I don't know how big.
Over 32,000 people graduated.
Sick.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
That includes like residential undergrad students and then graduate students, and then they have like a online academy for like K through 12. So that was like all, and then online students like Liberty Online for undergraduate and everything.
That's awesome.
So everybody was included, 32,000. And then I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure in attendance was like 60,000 for commencement. So
So it's
Stanford
Like
packed.
total, like parents and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
that doesn't math.
No.
But I mean, maybe do they limit seating?
No. You didn't have to have a ticket or anything. We just walked in.
It's just like the stadium.
I mean, so
How big is the Williams,
32,000. Okay.
And not everybody showed up.
Plus one parent per student, let's say, would be another 32,000. That's
Well,
64 right there.
Some of the students
So
were
that's
online.
that's probably minusing the students, if I had to guess. That's probably just like people who attended. So
Maybe.
you probably had like 90-some thousand
Yeah.
there.
I
That's
mean-
probably more realistic.
Not all of the students showed up. Like I had a few friends who were like, "Oh, I'm not going to commencement. I'm just going to my like individual graduation." So
Okay.
it maybe like dwindles that from the big 32,000. But again, I could be totally wrong. I don't have my brochure anymore of the proper
Just-
statistics. But I do remember
Wow.
the youngest undergraduate graduating with an associate's was 14 years old. The youngest graduating with a bachelor's undergrad was 16 years old. The youngest graduating with a master's and a doctorate were both 23 years old. I think one was a girl, one was a guy. And then the oldest graduating with a doctorate was 94.
That's awesome.
So
That's
we've got
awesome.
we've
Right.
got a large range.
Dang.
Like that's cool. Mm-hmm. That's somebody who was probably like World War II era.
Yeah.
That just never their dream was to become a doctor, and just life happened at that point, and they found
Yeah.
that's awesome. They finally conquered their quote unquote dream of becoming a
Right.
doctor. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
I love that. I didn't know that they gave like a statistic. They gave us like a little booklet when we walked into the stadium, like, oh, happy commencement, whatever. And it gave like little excerpts on different stuff. La la la, like reading through it. And the one page was just like all these statistics. Sorry, brain rot there. The one page was just like all these statistics on like the attendance, how old and how young. There was like a certain amount of like set of twins that were graduating. It gave like parent to child, how many like parent child were graduating. It gave siblings that were I think there was like 212 siblings who were graduating.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it was really cool to like see the statistics. And then our president like talked about it and like highlighted some people in it. It was really cool. Anyways.
Well, I mean, talking about that, Grant's got a really good article from Daily Wire on this type of thing, and just seeing the movement of the kind of the Christian faith right now and how that's on the rise.
Yes. From the Daily Wire. Great news source.
I was gonna say that's a good one.
So I'm just going to kind of, some of the stuff I may read word for word, mostly just where they have numbers in it. So this was published just last week. New data from the Pew, I should say, published as in this article. I don't know when the data came out, but it's definitely recent. New data from the Pew Research Center shows that Christian identification in the U.S. has seen a 12% uptick since 2022, with
Catholicism.
yeah.
Catholicism.
Yep, up 10%. In some dioceses, the rise is more pronounced. The diocese of Fort Worth, for instance, reports what?
Dicey.
Whatever.
He was close.
I wasn't watching the words. I don't know that word.
That's the first time I've ever seen it spelled out. I've heard it,
I don't know that word.
but I've never.
Diocese.
Vocab.
Diocese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definition.
Anyways,
It's kind of their church.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
So the Diocese of Fort Worth, for instance, reports a 72% jump in converts from 2023 to 24. Meanwhile, when they look at Protestant, oh geez, my brain's not working today.
Damon can read it if you.
The Protestant faith or Protestantism.
Yeah, sure. particularly evangelical and non-denominational branches. It's up 14% overall, and many pastors are reporting that they're seeing record attendance and baptisms.
Hey.
And the same trend is also playing out in Europe. Countries like France and Germany reporting a 15% increase in Catholic conversions and a 10% surge in Protestant affiliations, especially among Pentecostals and Baptists. And, excuse me, Catholic pilgrimages like the Chartres pilgrimage.
Yeah, you got that one right.
Wow. Have seen record attendance, more than 15,000 participants last year, mostly under 35. And they go on to say that most of these converts aren't older generations returning to faith. They're young adults, disproportionately young men, reversing decades-long trends where women were more religious. Young men are rejecting the feminization of liberal churches, seeking instead the structure of traditional worship. Just kind of scanning here. See here, says sociologists argue that our culture is experiencing a post-secular moment. The rapid pace of political developments has left many people feeling unmoored. Also, conservatives tend to be more religious, and as the country has shifted to the right, this has coincided with this more muscular public Christianity. So yeah. For countries like France, England, and the U.S., where citizens feel their cultures are being erased by mass immigration, there also seems to be a desire to bolster the Christian character of their nations. So I basically did just read that whole thing.
Yeah. No, it
Nice.
was.
But it
was
was
good.
all right there.
Yeah.
That was good. Definitely, young adults, and it is higher on young men compared to women, just because if you look at the statistics, when it comes to the Christian faith, at least, there's a lot more young women who are Christians compared to young men. So
And you can even see that, like, just you go
within
to
the church,
Yeah,
just
you
go
see
to
that
church
within
on
a
Sunday,
church.
and you see that.
It's mostly women. Like
Well,
in Sunday school classes, in Bible studies, Bible study attendances. I'm thinking of like specifically the porch. For a long time, we had
that's young.
more.
That's young though.
Oh,
right.
Is it
Think
saying,
about
like,
that.
Older than us?
No. It says
It's
young
under
adults,
35. Young adults.
under 35.
Yeah.
So think about that, and I would agree, because I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of single women, single men that go to churches, but for the most part, you do get a lot of families that go.
Yeah.
So you get kind of the traditional, male female dynamic.
Sure.
When it comes to the faith.
You got one of each.
Well, one of each. Yeah. Surprise.
Hopefully.
Okay. Let's not go.
Sorry.
Let's not go there.
I will say, though, as it says about where it says conservatives tend to be more religious, and as the country has shifted to the right, this has coincided with this more muscular public Christianity. I mean, that's where kind of I feel like it's really helped, for example, Men's Alliance to really take off, because when you look at the guys that they really aim for, I mean, they're going for the dudes that a lot of churches won't even try and reach. Like, they say they might try to reach them, but they're really not. Like, I mean, it's the biker dudes, it's the dudes that are in addiction currently, and they're trying to reach them because, Men's Alliance is not church. But they're the, hey, come here, then we'll help you get to the church.
That's a bridge.
Yeah.
I was
Man.
driving.
Boom.
I was driving from Virginia Beach back to Liberty, and we passed a church, and they had
passed a bridge.
past a bridge. That's my story. No, we passed a church, and like the little sign out in front of it that like rotates through their announcements or whatever, it had a Men's Alliance thing. I was like, hey, my dad does that. But it was really cool to see like some random church out in the middle of Virginia
In the
was
wild.
promoting it.
There we go.
It's okay, vocab words.
We're all struggling.
So yeah, I mean the one. Did you say something?
I was just going to say one of the biggest things I've ever heard is find common ground to reach higher ground.
Yeah.
Which is really true because, like you said, it's not church. A lot of people are scared of judgment and not being accepted. Because I mean, largely, and it hurts to say this, but like church is a place known for judgment. And like I know a lot of people that get like they're like, oh, I used to go to church, but not anymore, and just they get hurt by the church and flee. And it's like, don't let one thing ruin your whole outlook on church, I'd say. Or don't let one person ruin your outlook on Jesus. So
It's hard. Like you can't
It
speak
is.
for all Christians,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
like
that's the tough part.
but
you
if
see how many
can-
different denominations we have.
yeah.
We can't even agree on one thing.
I had someone ask me, they're like, what's the difference between the denominations. And I was like, I said,
That's
you
the
get, like,
thing I wish I knew more about.
I don't.
because you get from like United Brethren in Christ, like
Yeah.
just even like them. My pap knows the history of some of them, and he was like, "Oh yeah, they split off from here and joined that, and then they joined and then split off here, and it's like
Yeah.
just, I mean, they all started at one point and then just branched out."
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it just more or less a difference in like their own doctrine? And
I
that's
think
about
so.
it.
Yeah,
It's basically like the politics of it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like that's all it is. It's because we want to accept this people and like we don't want that, or we want to have a drum set on stage. Well, we can't have that. Like that's all it is.
I feel like more kids, kind of on the same subject of like young kids coming to Christianity. I feel like a lot of kids that I talk to, at least at Liberty, say that they're non-denominational because
Yeah.
they don't want to be put into like they don't like the segregation of it,
Yeah.
and they're like, well,
Yeah.
we're reaching people, aren't we? And so like,
Yeah.
I feel like the younger
Yeah.
generation are more non-dom, but
Yeah, because like the church, one of the churches I used to go to, there was a person there that like, I don't know, I was probably around 18, 19. Like I was old enough that I could have became a member. And they're like, you didn't become a member so you can vote? And I was like, no, because I was like, one, I'm not sticking around long, but two, I'm just like, I don't want to feel like I'm then stuck here. Because
Yeah.
who cares if I'm a member, honestly? Oh,
Yeah.
darn, I can't vote on things in a church. To me, I'm kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
if,
just my personal take.
if you can find a good church that you agree with their doctrine or more or less theology, if you can tell they are preaching what the Bible says and is very biblical in their teachings, I don't see a problem with it. Like if
Yeah.
you find this and it's like, I want
I think that's
to
part of
plant my roots here,
Yeah.
I want to raise my kids up here, I would feel like not obligated or compelled, just I want to be a member of it.
Right.
I think it's part
wanna
of-
invest in it more or less.
being like God calls us to be a part of a church, like to have that church body, and I think being an active part in it, to be able to vote. No, I mean you're 19, you're moving.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't sign yourself away to some
Yeah.
church that you're like, okay, I'm not coming back after college.
Yeah.
But no,
Wait,
definitely
what-
if you.
Stupid question. To become a member, do you have to are you vowing to stay for
Pretty
life?
much. No, I wouldn't say life,
For,
but like
for a good bit of
you're
time?
committing
Yeah.
to like staying and helping the church grow. I think
Now, yeah. So here's the interesting thing, right? Are you actually becoming a member of the church, or you become a member of the denomination? Because like the United Brethren in Christ, they have no issue if you go to another
Another
Gotcha.
big church.
big church. You big. So
Whoa.
you big.
Ooh.
That's UBIC, okay, folks. Okay, calm down.
Or he put the T for teen
So, what? I'm sorry.
Moving on.
rating.
Moving on.
But no. So a couple of things, right? So
something in the bio.
everything originated with the Catholic Church. That's where everything originated. That's just fact. It dates the whole way back to the Apostle Peter, Paul, the first churches being born. So that's where everything originates, and then it breaks down to what we have in the modern day. I think from the non-denom perspective, right? Like I would consider myself non-denom just because it's more of a scapegoat and easier to for people to understand.
Yeah.
Even though I go to a church that has a denomination and
Yeah.
everything like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's just easier, I think, for people to. So there's.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a scapegoat kind of thing than anything.
Probably too. Yeah. I mean, when you get a bunch of kids who are just becoming Christians at 18, 19, however young they are.
Yeah.
And they don't know fully. They're like, okay, there's how many denominations? Like they don't know these things. So they just,
Right.
okay, well, I'm non-denominational then. So I think it's, definitely
Yeah, it's a little bit.
something
It's
easy
just
to go
easier,
with.
easy answer, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to you said judgment of the church and all that stuff, I kind of get a little whatever and all that stuff, because here's the thing, the fact of the matter of the church is this: you're going to a place where there's sinners. Like judgment is a thing that people struggle with. That's a sin. Okay, so like yes, you may have judgment, but you're going to the one place where sick people get healed, right? Because we're all sick going there. Because if we thought we were perfect, if we thought whatever, we wouldn't go to church, right? Because
Yeah.
we're so great and almighty and powerful. No, we're going there because we have these problems, and that's why you should go, because it's other people struggling with the exact same things. So when people say like, "Oh, I'm afraid of getting judged," I'm like, well, the fact that the reality is that's something that people struggle with. It's a sin people struggle with. Help them, make them aware of that.
Yeah.
Help them grow. Like that's what the church is for,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But yeah, and then for the article, right, the one thing I would note is it says identify as Christian, which is great to identify as Christian, right? That's the first step. But it's having that relationship. And I don't want to get too much into it because we got the ministry minute. I'm sure we'll figure out some stuff there, right?
Yeah.
But it's having that relationship and progressing that, right? That was my friendly reminder that, hey, you know.
So we
Yeah,
have the
time on the
ministry
game.
minute. I can do the ministry minute.
He's getting
Me
there.
too.
But yeah, so having that relationship's the most important thing, right? It's great
Yeah.
to identify, it's great to acknowledge, but having that relationship is key.
Yeah, it is scary when these kids are like, "Oh yeah, identify as Christian," but then they don't fully get it, and they're out
Right.
like doing things that Christians
Yeah.
like aren't supposed to do, or like it's
Yeah.
not. It's a
Ident-
sin to do, and they don't know that it's not okay to do that.
Identifying as Christian will not get you to heaven.
Yeah.
It's just the facts.
Kind of like identifying as. Just kidding.
Wait, what? I kind of like
Okay.
you finish that sentence.
I have. So you were talking about the point of a church is that you come and you get healed. We bring people in
Yeah,
to like
absolutely.
get them. So I was with my grandparents this past weekend,
Sweet.
and it was a crazy day. I got up. They live 4 hours away, and I went out Saturday morning and I came back Saturday night. But it was a great idea. I'm glad I went. Anyway, so when I get there, Grandpa's like, I gotta run some errands. You guys want to go with me? So it was Shay and I, and so we're like, yeah, sure. So we're out running around, and he doesn't hear the best. So like we don't really. There's not usually much conversation going, but he'll tell us something about wherever we're driving past. But for the most part, we're just riding in silence, which whatever, no big deal. And we're driving, and we drive past this church, and he goes, you know, if a church is working the right way, the handicap spot should just be for the visitors. Because if you're visiting, you shouldn't have to use the handicap spot your second time there.
Grandpa's out here with dad jokes.
Grandpa's out here with some good jokes. He's the same one who told me the non-denominational greeting feast.
Hey, can we put on the record that's a dad joke I actually laughed at for the record?
I would like that. Yes. It's a good one. I was like, Grandpa, you're so funny. He's like, huh? I was like, all right, what?
Never mind.
You give him a good
Yeah.
thumbs up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you couldn't see me. I was in the back.
awesome.
Anyways, yeah, he's really funny.
Yeah, well, I will say the one thing I like about where Vanessa and I go to church is
Get to work.
yeah.
Sydney said she was
I
gonna-
said I would do it, yeah.
Oh, one of you's got the ministry minute. The other one's got the game.
He's got the game.
I
I've
got
got
the
the
game.
ministry minute.
Do you have a game? Well, then get to work.
I did it. I'm done.
Okay.
Oh,
Frank's
okay.
got a story.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one thing.
Y'all, be careful with our equipment.
This episode is rated
They're on
R at this
backwards.
point.
Yeah, going backwards.
Pardon.
Anyways,
You go to church somewhere, Grant? Is that
yeah.
what you're saying?
You like it?
the one thing that I like
That's
about
funny.
what Pastor Jim emphasizes
Yes.
is that the building is not the important thing. He emphasizes on that we are to make, or how does he say it? His job is to make disciples that can go out and make disciples. That's what he really tries to emphasize, and I really like that because, I mean, that is the whole point. That is what we're to do.
Called.
So
Yeah. That's what the youth group was all about for when I was going through it. We had these like
Yeah.
bright neon yellow shirts. It said making disciples that make a difference. And it said living in the light. I forget what the acronym stood for, but
Strive
that
to learn
was
to live, to love, to lead. Bobby,
That's
if you're
the
listening.
last one. Yeah, this one goes out to Bobby. That his sayings are etched into my brain. I
No,
will
for
say
real.
that. But anyways, yeah, making disciples that make a difference is
Awesome.
yeah.
I was gonna say one thing that our pastor says. He did like a sermon on kind of like discipleship and stuff like that. He goes, it's one thing to be a fan of Jesus, and it's another to be a follower. And that was kind of, he goes, yeah, you can say you follow, you're a Christian, but are you a fan? You know him or you know of him, and you're just, yeah, sure, I go to church, but do you actually follow him? Is what he was kind of driving home.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's like, what time is it?
Game time.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
The energy
Is it?
was just not there.
Yeah.
There was. I'm checking
Are
the
we
notes.
still-
I'm pulling these up.
It was just kind of a quick,
That was
left
it.
turn,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
Oh,
it's fine.
we have a Facebook comment thing, and then we have a hot take. Unless we just want to skip those to the game.
Nah, let's get to the hot take.
What was the hot take?
We'll do the hot take and
Ooh.
say Facebook.
Oh, I do remember that hot take. So let's get. So
Wait, Facebook?
So do we want to do the game first, and then the
Um,
hot take, or hot take then game?
Hot take then game.
Hot take.
All
Then
right.
game.
Landon has a hot take.
This is my hot take.
Still on topic.
Yeah, I mean, it is not against the Bible to get a tattoo, and I am for tattoos.
What?
No! Wait, this is not how I saw this going.
What do
You
you think
said-
is going to happen?
What do you think?
I thought he was going to be so anti.
No,
He's been talking about which one he's going to get for
wanna
like
get a
weeks
tattoo
now.
soon. I'm thinking about it too.
I think tattoos mean you're the
Man.
Antichrist. I'm just kidding. I'm
Okay,
just kidding.
Grandma.
We needed some controversy in there. No.
The Antichrist, though? You went that far?
Can we get one of those sounds? It's like like a Western standoff noise. Da da da.
I'll try and find something.
We'll get a tumbleweed
Yeah, I'm
throw
gonna-
across the
better-
table.
I better timestamp that.
Y'all
39
better,
minutes.
y'all
He's over
better
here
pray
praying for me,
Well,
laying
y'all better.
hands.
Oh, well, I'm going to be laying hands. It ain't the praying type. I'll say that. So, you know what I mean?
You're gonna get a handprint of his hand across your face, or a tattoo of his hand across your face.
Oh, man.
But no, the way I look at it is, so a lot of people will go to Leviticus,
Yes,
and
Leviticus
infamous kind of
19
tattoo.
or whatever.
Correct.
Yeah,
The
it
Old
says
Testament.
do not mark your bodies.
Yes.
cut
Do
your
not
body
cut
for
your
the
bodies,
dead.
scar your body. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I've done some research and heard different people preach on it and stuff like that, and they said, a lot of times it's taken out of context. There's more for the pagans. They would cut themselves so that their God would hear them, and they would do all this stuff to them to find favor for their God or whatever. Or it was a lot of times they were marked to who they were a slave to. And I don't know. The way I've always looked at a lot of stuff is it's not the action, it's the
heart behind it.
heart behind it.
Yeah, if you got conviction on it,
Yeah.
then by all means, like, don't do it. But if you, but if you have done your research and you've
you
thought
feel,
about
yeah.
it and you feel like, okay, I
Like,
don't
I'm
think
not
doing
gonna
this
go
is
over
like,
here and get a pentagram tattooed on my chest and a swastika on my cheek, right? Not gonna do that.
I hope not.
No.
Hope not. Yeah.
Like I want to get more things that mean a lot to me in my faith and more personal stuff. So
Yeah.
like I don't know if you ever seen the God is greater than the highs and lows, like the arrows and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
That's one I want to get. Proverbs 27:17 says iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. I want to get something like that. And it's just it's stuff that
The most basic thing ever you're going to get?
oh wow.
You're gonna get a rose tattoo.
No,
on
I
his
mean
forehead.
he could
Well,
get.
he's gonna get
rose
dots
tattoo
on the
my
back of his
hand,
neck.
MS-13 across my knuckles.
Turn into the Maryland dad.
Golly.
And then, but no, with that, I want to get a sword.
Just get Philippians 4:13 put on while you're at it, too. I mean,
Right
for goodness
here.
sake.
And Jeremiah 29:11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably,
right
too.
on your thigh, like
I
right
love
above your
my
knee.
mom and a big heart on your arm.
I'm gonna get a tattoo of this, and then right above my knee, so it's Disney.
I had a friend who wanted to get a tattoo of a raisin or of a grape. So when he was old, it was a
So
raisin.
dumb.
When he was all wrinkly.
Ew.
No,
I said,
I'm
no,
not
please
a
don't.
huge fan of meaningless tattoos, but if it means something to you and you're given the consideration that's going to be on you for the rest of your life, unless you go through the pain of getting it removed.
Ouchie.
Yeah, but
But why would you do that if you spent all the money to get
Exactly.
it on there?
It probably costs more to
feel
get
that-
it removed.
Well, some people do that because at the time it's this whole, permanent reminder of a temporary state of mind type thing. And they've matured and grown to where they don't want tattoos anymore and they're willing to go through that pain and the suffering because of some change in their life. I know, there's one who was a prostitute, all this stuff. She got a bunch of tattoos, and now she's come to know the Lord, and she got all of her tattoos
true,
removed
yeah.
and all this stuff, and it's just
Yeah.
it's interesting. But
She got him removed because she met the Lord, Landon. Maybe you
Well,
should be.
I'm not a prostitute.
did you like that side door I just started? Wow.
Yeah,
I will
Landon.
say, I'm sure a lot of those.
Tattoos equal prostitute.
I guess so. We got a tramp stamp.
Oh, jeez.
What do you want to
I'm
me?
sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is
This is why it's the
Oh
hot
my
take.
goodness.
No, I
Was not
I
expecting
put a
that
lot
one.
of thought into what I want to get, and I feel no convictions of it. Just,
Philippians 4:13 is the tramp stamp.
Oh my.
oh, yeah.
Wow, that's
That's blasphemous.
I
I'm pretty
also-
sure.
I need to get,
yeah. At this point, we're
Galatians
making a
2:20 in
mockery
there.
of it.
I want to get a Galatians
Yeah, sorry,
2:20.
forgive me. That was too far.
What else do I want to
So Leviticus 19:28. I just put it up here. You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor tattoo any marks on your body. I am the Lord, is what Leviticus 19:28 says. Now Leviticus 19:27 says, you shall not shave around the sides of your head, nor shall you disfigure the edges of your beard. So how many of you have shaved your beard or, done this? What's
Thank you for your honesty.
what's the difference?
Yeah.
The whole thing is that Jesus kind of tore the veil, right? And
Sure. He rewrote what these were saying.
exactly.
'Cause, yeah, if you read through some of these, some of them are like, oh yeah, duh. It says, don't practice fortune telling or witchcraft, and don't
Like,
sell your
curse your
daughter as a
body.
prostitute. So it's like, okay, yeah, obviously, like you're not going to do that. But then it's like,
You
why
shall
would I
not-
not cut my hair? And then like tattoos is like the gray area.
Yeah.
It's all like,
You shall not eat anything with blood.
yeah, exactly.
I'm not a vegan.
He's proud of it.
I
Well, then
only
there's
eat meat.
verse 32: stand up in the presence of the elderly and show respect for the aged. Like,
Duh.
it's
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah,
Down.
obviously.
But yeah, I mean, so
Like, pick
that's
and choose.
is what it is. And
Right. I would love to go through and like find the verse in Leviticus and then go find it in Matthew or in the Gospels where Jesus, restated
Well, I think
it or
that's
what he wiped out.
so. I think that's why it's one of those things that's hotly debated because
'Cause it's not
I
all
don't know
black and
if
white?
Jesus specifically called that out as one of the things in the Bible. Like,
Yeah.
The tattoo thing.
correct.
Well, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, go through
But-
and find like, where's this and where's that?
But it's like,
but think about all the stuff he would have had to say then,
I
and
see what you're saying.
which
Yeah.
would have had to been recorded
Right,
for that
right,
to
right,
be
right.
the case, right?
Much bigger
Like
book.
so much stuff.
Yeah.
So
That's what I was thinking. Like, it probably, if he did say it, if he did address it, it might have not have been recorded.
Yeah.
right, written down
Online.
for whatever purpose, because at the end of the day, it's God's word. So what God wanted in there,
Yeah. What the most
He got
important-
in there.
Yeah.
That's the end of the story,
Yeah.
right? Because it's the Holy Spirit convicting these people to write what they heard, how they did it. I think a lot of people think like Jesus told them what to write. Jesus never told anybody what to
Hey,
write.
write this down.
It was all Holy Spirit conviction from the Father in heaven, right? As to what to record. So I think that's something. So I don't know if it's specifically in there.
I
mean,
gotcha,
we could
yeah.
we could look and see.
Oh
and
yeah, sure, yeah. You can
definitely.
look through
But
and
it doesn't ring a bell like where it would be specifically called out.
Right. No, yeah. Now I'm wondering. So like you said, the Bible was written, and there's specific books in there, and there's specific books that are not in there. Are there any other recordings of what would be the Gospels, or is it like we found Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John? Those are the ones that we wanted in the Bible, and that's what we kept. Or are there other ones that are like this is what happened? Well, okay, that was a dumb question because there are
Yeah.
like the book of Thomas.
Correct.
Which it did not line up with the other ones, and there was a lot of stuff in there that was incorrect. And you can look it up.
Gospel of Mary or something.
There was one of Mary. There was the Gospel of Jesus Christ. There was or the Book of Jesus Christ. There's ones that were like, if you look at the Bible, you have the 4 books that are the time of Jesus. Then you have the rest of the books that are post Jesus, what happened after, and then you have Revelation, which is like prophecy. But yeah, I was wondering like what all like more is there out there, because there are legitimate writings and scriptures, not biblical scriptures, but there are like written like accounts of what happened, of what he said. But you can't
Not God breathed.
call it as
inspired.
sure. You can't call it as I'm losing my words.
More of an autobiography of like what went down
Sure.
rather than
You can't regard it as true as what is actually in the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it comes down to kind of fact and history based,
True.
based off of experience based, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got that.
I mean, as to what would be a gospel, I don't know. I mean, we could dive into some research if we really wanted to and figure that out. I'm not sure from a gospel perspective, but definitely from a New Testament perspective, absolutely. The Book of
yeah.
Thomas, for example, is just one of the many that exist. And I think that's the cool thing about it being history is they keep finding stuff like every day. every day might be a little bit of exaggeration, but it does feel like at least
There's
once a
stuff coming
month
out.
there's
Yeah.
something coming out about we've been able to make this connection to that connection, and
Yeah.
you learn a lot more. So
Yeah. There's things for the Old Testament and the New Testament that are still being found in the Dead Sea Scrolls and all that. But yeah, pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to share their hot
I will
take
preface
view?
this though, but no matter what our opinions on tattoos are, if you have one, doesn't make you any less loved or valued.
No.
It's just,
And I think the important thing to remember is that if you are on the side of if you have a tattoo, it's a sin. That doesn't mean you're not going to heaven, because
Yeah.
you can get into heaven with sin. That's not what keeps you
no one's
out.
perfect. Yeah.
Salvation is what gets you in.
You can ask for
Yes.
forgiveness.
Damon was doing the
Absolutely.
math in his head. I'm
I
like,
was trying to understand what you said about
Yeah, yeah.
tattoos and not.
if you
It was processing.
sorry, I said
It's
it kind of in a
Backwards kind of.
yeah.
It's fine.
If you
It's all
believe that tattoos will keep you out of heaven, you're wrong. If you think they're bad, sure. If you think they're good, sure. But it's not a matter of life or death.
It's not the make
Sure.
or break.
I'm still confused, but I probably agree with everything
Picking
you
up
said.
what you're putting. Okay,
Sure.
okay. Listen back next Monday and we'll see what
I
happens.
will.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
will.
like even like my family's divided a little bit on it. Like
'Cause I know Janelle said- yeah.
she would get one. I know I want one. Trent, I doubt would ever get one. But
Danessa thinks
It's my guy.
I don't know
dumb.
about Vanessa if she would ever get one.
I
I
just think
think
it's a
she's
waste.
like in the middle.
I just think it's a waste of money.
but she's not against it.
I don't have a problem with them, but me personally, I'm like, that's just not my thing.
Yeah,
I
I,
would-
mean
yeah.
that's obviously.
I'd rather
your
have a mullet.
Yeah. Some people get
Oh,
mullets,
something a little
some people
less
get
permanent.
tattoos. Some people get because I mean like it goes too with like piercings too. Like it can be sort of compared. So
Then there's
I
also
think-
like tasteful versus just like
Yeah.
unprofessional.
Yeah.
I'm not actually
What's
gonna
going
get
on?
the DIS above my knee.
Disney.
Disney.
No, I think
You're
for
gonna
me,
get
I
dat on the
guess
other one.
for me, I think like, oh, you're getting this ink like injected into your body. I think from like the health standpoint of view, I'm like, that's like circulating through your body then, and I'm like,
I got a lot of other stuff circulating through my
Here's my
body. from work.
pushback. I mean,
I mean-
what's worse, that or drinking Coke?
well, I mean,
Exactly.
Probably that.
it's all a choice. Everything's a
I don't know.
choice.
I mean, you
'Cause
can
that-
you can put a rusty wrench in a
feel
cup
like-
of Coke and it pulls the rust right off.
That's very acidic.
My insides
the
are
thing, though.
clean.
Yeah.
I mean, a
There's
can of
a-
Coke
Rust
costs
free.
$2, whereas a tattoo costs
Squeaking in there.
up 40. I don't
mean,
even know
I
how
could
much.
order a kit on Amazon and do it
I don't know
myself.
this for sure.
Whoa, you guys caught that?
Okay, Wayfair, chill.
DIY.
Sorry, Timu. All right,
No.
your take.
The
So
jingle.
I don't know this to be true. This is how I think about this, right? Coke can be flushed out of the system, correct? I don't know
Can't
for
pee out a
sure.
tattoo.
You can't pee out a tattoo though.
That's
But
like in
the
your
thing.
bloodstream
It's
type
in the
of thing.
bloodstream type thing, right?
I don't.
Where's
think
the
got a
Coke
name
kinda
for this
runs-
episode.
I don't know for sure.
I think
I don't know for sure.
I think a tattoo only goes on the like very
Rated T for
inner
teen?
part
Your
of
epidermal.
Yeah, right in the inner part of your skin. So it
Isn't
doesn't
that what you
It's
get whenever
still-
you're pregnant?
epidermal.
Don't they put that on pregnant women? I believe.
That's a
Haven't-
epidural. This is your
Epidural?
epidermis.
There's your anatomy class for the day, folks.
Welders.
Thank you, Reesa, for
You're
clarifying.
welcome.
I was with you. I thought.
I was like,
I was like, wow.
am I just dumb or am I just not pregnant?
Your dermis is your.
Well, I'm not
skin.
pregnant,
Your-
I said, you got,
Anyway,
you got
got
a
it.
break
Sorry.
here? I mean, geez.
Got
that was interesting.
All right, shall we move on to the game?
We should.
Anyway,
should.
please.
Before we
Live
get
book.
Yeah.
Can I put
Yeah,
this
we're
pic-
before we get
53
canceled,
minutes
if we already haven't got canceled,
Yeah.
in. Fantastic.
Yeah, this
Alrighty.
has been a loaded
53 minutes in,
pod.
so
do I need a whiteboard?
we're making this a quick game.
If my heart desires.
What kind of game are we playing?
I spy.
Oh, sorry. I think
hope.
it's going to be more of a like whoever's fastest to guess it
Okay.
gets it.
Okay.
Oh, is
Like
this
raising a
write it
hand or
down?
what?
Write it down.
or-
Write it down.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
I need a
Lamont
whiteboard.
plays.
42 losers.
Yeah.
Does it have to be
No, that's
legible?
Yeah, I mean, I can't really write legible.
It's whoever writes it and shows it.
Yeah,
The
whoever,
spelling counts.
Sounds.
Sort of. No, it has to be above your head, like that. That
What if
way
I
it's
smack my?
fair. We'll get it out
Do
of the way.
it to show the camera.
I mean, you
I'm
don't
gonna
have
spill
to.
something. Hold on. I'm gonna.
If you get
I
first,
can write it
then you
backwards.
can show the camera.
You want pink or red? Damon,
Yeah.
breaking news: Mavericks won the lottery.
I like my suitcase.
I like my suitcase.
Big
All
whoop.
right.
I said NBA is irrelevant for me, so.
That one goes out to Lauren.
Same.
Alrighty.
I don't know
Hopefully,
if you
Penn State
listen to
baseball
Lauren.
goes big this year.
I like my suitcase.
All right, 5 rounds.
Big wish.
I have to
Yeah.
go to school
5 rounds, right?
All right, 5
Five
And
rounds.
rounds.
it
I'm
is
getting nervous.
5 rounds.
guess the song
I'm gonna
off
pee.
of the lyrics.
Okay.
Oh, I love this.
Oh, this is like one of the very first ones we did,
I like it.
and we all sucked at it.
So these are all like early 2000s,
Kids won't quit
late
the
90s
PE.
country songs, right?
Okay.
Early 2000s country. Okay.
Early
Ball,
2000s, late
soccer,
90s, or
and
late 90s
ballet.
country,
Late
right?
90s, early 2000s.
All right.
All right.
Everyone.
Squeeze.
Number 1 goes, both ends of the ozone burning, funny how the world keeps turning.
I have no guess.
I've heard
No guess whatsoever.
I know this song. I freaking know this song.
this. Oh no.
Correct. American Ride, Toby Keith.
American Ride, R.I.P. Toby Keith.
Dang it.
Legend.
You said early 2000s?
Yeah, that was definitely mid
Mid
2000s.
2000s? Okay, whatever. I was born in 2006.
So that's mid.
That's like-
Mid 2000s.
Early.
It's like
When I think
It's not the same
2000s,
as
I
me.
think from like
Before the
2000 to like now, like
What?
early.
That's-
This is
no,
the
it's-
early
I'm thinking
2000s.
It's
My
the
early
2000s.
2000s
It's
like-
the 2010s, the 2020s. We're in the
I think-
2020s now.
I think like all 2000,
Okay.
like 1,000 years,
I
like
thought up to,
early.
like 2012. It
I
was
think
like early
before.
2000s.
This is early compared to 2080.
That's mid 2000s
don't
because
know.
we're 2025.
You're
and,
mid.
So we're like mid 2000. All right.
Thank you. Thank
hey,
you.
one nothing, good guys.
All right.
Keep your tally. Keep
yeah,
your.
keep your tally on your whiteboard or
You call
something.
yourself the good guys?
All right.
Do we
Yeah.
get team names?
Yeah, good guys.
Fluffy unicorns.
All right, next one.
Next one.
Team name Jesus' favorite.
Wow.
I used to have a group chat with that
Hot
name.
take, is
I was
that
in that your
blasphemous?
It is very.
Okay, I'm erasing it.
All right, next one. We were down by the river all night long. When the sun came up, I was sneaking her home.
Wait, whoa.
Dang, wait, I know this one.
Sounds like something might happen at Liberty, according to this.
Do we need, do we need
Earlier
the
conversation.
Artist.
I'm not gonna write down. I
artist?
I'd say
promise. No, I just
No.
wrote it down because I know I had
Bonus
time.
points, yeah.
Farmer's daughter.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
writing
go
the
more.
artist.
Can you sing the rest?
River all night long.
Who's the artist?
Rodney Atkins.
Rodney Atkins.
Yeah, Rodney Atkins.
I don't think we.
Yeah.
I just
That's
wrote
what
the
I
artist because
said.
it was Toby Keith.
Yeah.
I wrote an R and then I
if
didn't
you
know if
get
I was
it,
right.
You get another half point. So you get a half point.
Oh.
Woo!
You get the artist half point.
Okay, I won't get my
Well, I
second
didn't get
half.
to flip mine around.
Well,
Like,
you
what,
need
how
to-
does that work?
No.
You
Like,
write fast enough. Whoever holds
It's-
it
Do
up.
I have to
one
write in
point
English or can I just be like,
It's 1 point.
it says
I have to be able to
Father's
read
daughter?
it.
Okay.
All right.
is that,
says one-
Is that
it's-
Arabic?
No.
Whoa. Oh my god.
Artist name does not count. You just need the song. Artist
right,
name
fine,
does
fine.
not count. You just need the song.
All right. Next one, round tree. Children gone, but still they sing side by side on that front porch swing.
Zach Brown.
Under pink skies.
Zach Bryan. That's
I
what
taught him to enjoy.
Say it again.
Children
gonna order
gone, but still they sing
gonna
side
order
by
harmonica.
side on that front porch swing.
I don't know this at all.
I have no guesses. The cap is staying on my
One more
marker at this
time?
point.
Children gone,
Children gone.
but still they sing side by side on that front porch swing.
That sounds like you have a ghost problem.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. You might want to call an exorcist.
I know this is wrong, so I don't want to show it.
Well, I have no guesses.
That's
Sydney
not
has
correct.
no guesses.
It's wrong.
Incorrect.
I knew it was wrong.
I feel like Grant's gonna get this one.
Wait, what'd you write? Because I think I just
Front
wrote the same
porch.
thing.
No, go ahead.
What did you
No,
write?
yeah, same thing.
My front porch.
This is something I just.
Wait. Oh.
Can we get?
Oh.
Can we get another line?
No. How about the group or artist?
I was gonna say if we can guess like the artist or yeah.
No.
I don't even have a guess for that.
I would give
You
us
want the group
give
or
us the
artist?
group or artist. 'cause
Oh.
I think I know who it. If you say it, I think I know.
Well, then it's gonna give it away.
Give us
We're
another line
drowning
now.
I'll give you
Landon.
another line.
Okay.
Where is it?
Give us the chorus.
Go back.
Am I allowed to guess again?
Yeah, if I give them another line.
Can you give the tempo? Was it 4/4? Like
That's the time signature.
What is the key? What the key?
Yeah.
What
All right,
instruments were used?
This is the line before Children Gone. All right. 2 old people without a thing. Children gone, but still they sing. Side by side on that front porch swing.
In the microphone, please.
The next, I was gonna give the next verse, but it's literally the song title, so I couldn't.
Oh,
What are you scared?
Yeah.
You scared I'm gonna get it?
I have no guesses.
I wouldn't even know if you told me that.
Ding, ding, ding.
Living on love.
Alan Jackson.
Dang it! I was gonna say if I can guess the artist, can I get the point? And I was gonna say Alan Jackson. Dang
Grant's
it!
gonna cry. Hey, it's okay. Don't cry. Don't
I
cry.
suck
Don't
at
cry.
these because I
Living on
can't
love.
get.
I tried not to actually do the melody of it because I was like,
If the melody was there, I would totally get it. But when somebody just reads it, I'm like,
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we go back? Sorry, keep going. I'll say it later. I was gonna say, should we go back?
Living on love.
Thank you. Should we go back to the game where I give you a word? You have to give me a song that has a word in it, or do we exhaust that?
me out too.
that one wasn't as
I'm not
fun.
gonna-
Wait,
This is
what?
more fun.
Okay.
No.
Just a question. Ask
You're gonna
the
have to bleep
people.
that out. You're gonna have to bleep that out.
Stresses?
Oh, that's not what I heard.
I said that stresses me out
Okay.
too.
Okay.
What do you think she said?
Never mind.
all right, let's go
was
on
like,
to the
what
next
do you
one.
mean?
Next one.
Next
I want to try and
one.
get one.
2-1 good guys.
Ready?
I suck.
I've got one.
Just like my golf
Jesus'
game.
favorite.
Ready? I've done all that I know to do. Second guessed my every move.
What?
Tim McGraw.
Hey, can you read that again?
Grant's got something.
I've done all that I know to do. Second guessed my every move.
I hope you're good.
Well, you got to hold it up. You got to be more confident in your answer.
You gotta share.
All right.
Dang it! I knew
Correct.
that.
2 dozen roses. Shenandoah.
2 dozen roses.
I was getting
And
there.
to know the bottle of.
All right.
That one, the melody clicked in my
think it
head.
was
I guess I need to know this more.
Last one.
I woke the brain up.
Last one.
Okay, Reesa, you can
Are
give
we,
us.
do we,
This
we
is-
don't. We're
this is
not
my
in
time.
jeopardy of a tie, are we?
Well,
we are.
I have one.
got
He has
two.
one. He
He's
has
got
two.
one. I need Reesa or me. Reesa or me.
Goose egg.
All right.
Reesa or me.
All right.
So you're rooting for
I'm
Landon.
ready.
He bowed his head to Jesus and stood for Uncle Sam.
Oh, shoot.
My marker's dried out from how long I've been sitting here.
it.
No way. You got this?
No.
She's like, I'm writing the alphabet.
American
actually.
Pie.
No.
No.
Oh my goodness, I can.
I mean, if you're really enjoying this, we could go to a worship song.
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
We could do a worship.
Tony.
No.
I have no guesses.
I
Oh
have
my
1 point.
goodness. That's a good one because I can like
Wait, say it again.
bow his head.
He bowed his head to Jesus
Stood
and stood for Uncle Sam.
Is this like a very patriotic song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sort of.
I'm trying to think of other
it is.
patriotic songs.
Just write like some colors or red, white, blue or something.
No.
No.
I didn't
No.
think-
No.
I love how Grant does that. He'll like answer. I didn't think so. I'm like, well,
then why'd you put it up?
You gotta guess somehow.
this cracks me up. If I can give
I
you,
know this song,
if
and
I
I'm gonna.
name another word that's in the song, do I get it?
Do you want a second
No.
line?
Yes.
No.
Damon's in the
going.
zone. Damon's in the zone. Grant, zoom in on him on the video. If you guys are watching, please screenshot David. Can we get somebody to make us GIFs of our episodes? I really have no clue.
I've had no guesses this whole game.
Correct. Small town Southern man,
man.
Alan Jackson.
Nope.
Another. I would have.
All
no
right,
guess.
so we do have a tie.
Jeez. No, I got 3.
No, he has 3.
Oh, yeah, that's your third. Never mind. Sorry.
Can you give like
Alright.
something like Backstreet Boys or like?
All right. Here, I'll do
Justin Bieber. Do
I'll
some
do-
Justin Bieber. Reese
I'll
and I
also-
will.
Be loved one woman.
Popular-
Maria.
Always. Proud of what he had.
I promise
do
I know
Tim
every
McGraw,
freaking
I got
Alan
Tim
Jackson
McGraw.
song. All right. I just have to
do
play
a
the first
Christian
2
song.
seconds.
Do a Christian
like
song.
a there, country boy.
We got 2 or 3. 2 or 3.
We'll do 3.
Start calling you City.
Here we go.
All right. Here, let's
City
see what we
boy.
can
You
say.
enjoy my side.
If I hear the instruments, then I got it.
Sit bar.
That is the crazy part. Like you could play me 1 second of a song and I'd be like, yeah, I know that.
There's a lot of songs that I could hear like the first like 3 seconds of, and I'm like, oh, I know.
Alrighty, let's see
But
here.
Is it weird for the brain to work like that and not
Nope.
know like the lyrics? Like I know the lyrics, but like if you just read them, I'm like,
because it's 2 different parts of your brain. It's like sound and like
The front lobe versus the
Words.
back lobe and the central
yeah,
lobe. and
occipital. Proximal.
Can you draw us a
All
brain?
right.
Actually, I could.
Here we go.
This
folks.
is a Christian song. I think it's.
Oh,
Is
wait.
it a worship song
I said,
or
is it a worship song or a Christian song? Oh. And folks, stay tuned. You're gonna want to hear that when we start.
You know, after you guys guess, we'll have that up for debate.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, okay.
So what is
So
that?
this is a brain.
I can't see the glare.
gotta
There's a
use-
glare.
They can't see. They
There you
just,
go. Wait, yeah, hold it.
Oh,
It was a good-
there we go.
There
There you go.
What the
There's
heck
the
is that?
That's the brain
Is that a
stem.
It was a
turtle?
good
That looks like
With
a
one leg?
jellyfish.
It's a good effort.
Is that a
Anyway.
jellyfish?
This is
All right,
Pictionary.
let's
All right,
let's
ready?
get back to the game
Okay.
here.
It's a jellyfish launcher.
So,
You got a jellyfish.
had a
lunch in
plan
there,
from the
Sharpie?
start. Your son for redemption.
Wait, say it again.
I don't know.
Had a plan from the start. Your son for redemption.
No idea.
The price for my heart, and I don't have a context.
What?
Sydney's got it already because
Good for you.
When death was arrested. Yeah.
Wrong.
No, that was right.
Wrong.
No, that was right.
Oh.
Wait.
Wait, I wonder.
Say it again.
Am I close?
Wait, what if that's the exact same words in Death Was Arrested?
I'm pretty sure it might be.
I don't- okay.
But I probably have the wrong tune.
It
Sorry,
says-
read it again.
Had a plan from the start. Your son for redemption. The price for my heart, and I don't have a context. For that kind of love, I don't understand. I can't comprehend.
I've sung this at school so many times, and I still don't know.
Gratitude.
I'm not good with song titles.
So read that again. Read that
All
again.
right, I'll even give you another line after that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
just
like
Can
half
you
the
sing
song.
the melody as well? That might help us a little bit on this
what
one.
key is this in?
Had a plan from the start. Your son for redemption. The price for my heart, and I don't have a context. For that kind of love, I don't understand. I can't comprehend. All I know is I need you.
I need you.
So close.
That's a Hillsong song. I need
Let me
you.
think if I can play like the first little bit of it.
Can
Well,
you
we don't want to get
like
Well-
2 seconds?
censored here.
Can you like? Do you know the song? You could like sing it, like in melody.
I'm not singing this.
Who sings it? Who sings it?
Cody
Oh, really?
Carnes.
Cody Carnes. There we go.
Oh, hot take. No, that's not him.
No,
No,
it
it
is.
is.
him.
My bad.
It is. No, it is.
Is it?
He's
Yeah.
part of you know what.
Yeah, there was
I was
a.
gonna say a bad joke. Sorry.
I saw a video about him. I was
All
like,
right, all right.
Can you
I'll hum it a little bit.
can you mute my mic real quick so we can hear but they can't hear on the radio?
No, just no.
Okay.
We won't get
Well,
Just do
We'll do it
this.
later.
They can't hear a thing if you do that.
Yeah.
No. Oh, why'd you put 2 L's?
Do you get it now?
All right, all right.
Do you get it now?
Yeah, I got it now.
Are you ready, kids?
Yeah.
Are you?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I can.
All right. Yeah. Let's. We need more.
Wait.
lyrics.
He's singing.
Okay.
Then the
I was
price
lit it
for
right.
my
I was-
heart. Okay, I know that much. Do I get that point?
The price for my heart.
I got
wait,
it
keep
now.
going, keep going.
I'm
I'm
out.
pretty sure Death Was Arrested. I'm sticking with that.
Run to the Father, Cody Carnes.
As soon as he was
Dang.
humming the melody, I was like, okay.
Alrighty.
The price for my
I'm gonna need somebody to look up the
Oh,
lyrics. to
you're
Death Was Arrested. What was the first lyric you read?
I'm curious.
Your
now.
son for redemption, the price for my heart.
Yeah, it's what's
I
it?
It's
don't
very
have a
similar because when he would go to say the second line, I was singing the price for my heart.
had a plan from the start. Your son for redemption. The price for my heart.
Price for my heart. It's definitely in.
All right.
all.
Let's see what else we got.
Give us another
One
one.
more, or was that it?
I said we do 3 if we got time. If you guys want to.
Go right ahead.
I'm not seeing it.
We're an hour 8
Can you
in.
do
Your
Death Was Arrested?
thoughts?
You know, I will. Are you looking at the lyrics?
I
Yeah. No,
am.
we just looked. It wouldn't be fair.
Okay, never
It
mind.
wouldn't be fair. We just looked.
All right. We kind of talked about this song the other day.
I wasn't here. Great.
Danessa.
Darkness rejoiced. Darkness rejoices, though heaven was lost.
Okay.
But when Jesus
Landon. It's
rose
Landon's
above,
Yeah.
Freedom.
We're playing it.
That's what death was. Sorry.
So why would I make a bed in my shame when a fountain of grace is running my way?
I stink at this, apparently. Wow.
How the
Made for more. Josh Baldwin.
hot take? Not a worship song.
Okay. So was Run to a Father a worship song or just a Christian song?
I'd have to look at the lyrics, but I would lean initial
Not-
reaction.
not a worship
A
song.
worship
I
song.
think
Not
it
a
is
worship
more
song.
of a just Christian song.
It's a
It's a
Christian
Christian
song.
song because
Yeah.
it's talking about your life
Hi.
with Jesus. It's not giving
All right,
praise
let's see
to
what we
God. I
Cody
like
Carnes
this.
is worried about his Instagram followers, anyways.
Give me a real one here.
Let's see.
Give
See
me
the guy who painted his fingernails
I don't know.
and said it was for his daughters.
I
Like,
have to-
like that's fine. I get
That
your
was
daughter's
Corey
painting your nails.
Asbury.
That's who I'm thinking of. That's reckless love.
We'll discuss
Love
after.
After now or
No, like after the
On the-
episode.
All right.
Oh, okay, okay.
So teach my songs to rise to you when temptation comes my way.
I have no title.
Oh my gosh!
No title. I'm just gonna
Done.
Oh, yep.
Dang it.
teach my soul.
Lord, I need you.
Yeah.
That's a
All right,
small group song.
One more.
Wait, Christian song or worship song?
Worship.
Worship
I'm
song.
saying
Let's worship.
You.
It's literally in the title.
Wow.
Lord, I need you.
But it's I.
It's a cry out. It's a
But
cry.
I need you.
But
So it's
it's-
all about I. It's all about me, right?
But we all need the
Oh.
Lord.
It's a cry to the Lord.
So I. But
It's a
based off of what you said and
It's
it
a
being about
lament.
I.
But it's what it's saying. It's like praising him and saying like I need you. Like it's
I
literally
can't
the
do
title.
this on my own, Lord. I need you.
Every hour I
Every
need you.
hour.
I think every line has an I or a my or me in it.
It's I. It's
But
all about
it's-
I.
but
It's not about I. It's about I need you.
Yeah, I need you.
But it's not about you need me, which is wrong.
anyways,
I
debate
don't
for
know.
later. Debate
All
for
right.
Hot
later.
take. Hot
All
take.
right.
All right, Landon.
Last one.
Put it in the comments. What do you guys think?
The blazing sun shall pierce the night, and I will rise among the saints.
Ooh.
I think we need a little bit
I need
more than
another
that.
line.
Yeah. A couple more lines.
Is this like the bridge?
Sort of. My gaze transfixed on, Jesus' face.
And you don't know it.
I don't know it.
you know it, but you don't know it.
I'm not.
got it.
That's all
I
you can
don't
get.
know.
That's all you get.
I don't know titles of songs. I'm awful at titles.
Let's redo this.
Let's redo it.
What was the words?
The blazing sun
Uh-huh.
shall pierce the night, and I will rise among the saints. My gaze transfixed on Jesus' face.
We've sang this in Camp Calm how many times? I don't know titles.
Can I get half
Yeah.
credit
Yeah.
for Phil Wickham?
Oh.
Is that true?
Is that right?
It's not a really
Co-writ.
one, or I think a couple artists have covered this song.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's not a worship. Just kidding. Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure if Phil Wickham has done this one or not.
It sounds like a Phil Wickham lyric.
Christian song.
Can you read the lyrics again?
Can you give us the
Give us more.
chorus?
That is all
more,
I can
give
give
me
you.
Why?
more.
Because
you
if I
reread?
read like,
Give me more. Give
okay,
me
I'll
more.
read the one above it, right? So go. He shall return in robes of white. The blazing sun shall pierce the night, and I will rise among the saints, my gaze transfixed on Jesus' face. I mean, if you want the one above it, it's just,
Cornerstone.
where is it?
No idea. I have no idea.
I really can't. I mean, I feel like granted, I'm looking at the lyrics, but I feel like if I read the one above that one, it's going to give it away.
Well,
Is
at
this
this
more-
point, we need something to give it away. So.
All right. O Lord, our God, he shall return in robes of white. The blazing sun shall pierce the night, and I will rise among the saints, my gaze transfixed on Jesus' face.
Is that easy?
bad?
No, I don't think so.
Is it that easy?
No.
No.
Nice
I was
try.
hoping not. Yeah, you said. This you said I would give it away. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it would. Granted, I'm looking at the lyrics.
Yeah, I was like, you're looking at the
How,
lyrics.
true.
how are these "Oh Lords" said? That'll
Yeah,
be
well,
slow
give
and
us a
fast.
melody.
All right.
oh Lord, oh Lord,
You're on a
It's an
worship
F.
team. Come on.
it's NF.
All right. Wrapped.
Ah,
No big deal.
No big deal. Hot take.
So, He shall return in robes of white is a slower part of the song.
Bridge.
My gaze transfixed
on Jesus' face. And we still don't know it.
Somebody
Dang it,
sign
I was
us.
going there and then sorry.
I can't get past that. Oh, praise the Lord. Oh,
Yeah, oh praise.
Shane and Shane. Shane and Shane.
It's that word, that word in it.
Huh?
Oh, praise.
Shane and Shane.
I think they covered it.
Oh, praise the
We
name.
sang it at Liberty. They
Oh,
did
praise.
it. They recorded it
Yeah,
at Liberty.
This one-
Anastasia's, whatever.
Yeah, and Anasius. This one is Hillsong Worship, the one I pulled up. This is just the version I listened to.
Gotcha.
I don't know if Phil Wickham has done this one.
No, he has not.
No.
Shane and Shane does it the best.
I do
They
like.
recorded it at Liberty while I was
Really?
there. So I'm singing on Spotify if you listen really, really close.
You can hear Shay. Famous.
I would love to be able to
good,
see
people.
them.
You
That's
know?
Reesa.
Very good.
That's Reesa, not Shay. Oh boy.
The better of the three.
We're only an hour and a half into this
It's
thing,
late.
and you're just now
Hour 15,
learning.
and now we're getting ready to do the ministry minute.
Just now learning that.
Ooh.
How's that make you feel?
Oh, we have a ministry minute now?
What was that?
It's already been almost 90 minutes, and he's just now learning your name. How's that make you feel?
It's okay.
Shay's
I'm
my
often
coworker.
forgotten as the middle child, but it's okay. I don't need to
You
have
know,
my
it's
name
just a
remembered.
connection.
Middles
Between the
mean you were
youngest.
made for more, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I claim it.
All right, on to the ministry minute, which I was looking at you, but then I remembered that we audibled and went this way. So
Omaha! Omaha!
say it.
I don't know what's
So
happening.
confused.
It's a football thing. Omaha. Omaha
I'm
set.
sorry, I'm a girl.
Omaha Beach.
Sorry, I get my
Storming in
nails
Normandy?
done.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
Too far.
All right.
Yeah, let's get into this. we got.
Are we done clowning?
We need some Jesus because wow, what we talked about today is not.
Can you guys hear me if it's right here?
Ew.
It's weird. Sounds like you're in a
Wait,
box.
can
No, guys. You know what that sounded like?
What?
That sounded like those who have smoke, who have smoked
With
their
the
entire,
trick?
and they have the trick, and that's what it sounded like.
The plug.
I didn't
Let me
think
do
it
with
did.
my neighbor.
Yeah, do it again.
Can you guys hear me if I talk over you?
Does not. It sounds.
No,
So
it just sounds like she's in like a little box or whatever.
Anyway.
Oh my god, I'm stuck in this box.
Anyways, go ahead.
It's like the smoke.
All right.
We need to get serious. Let's go.
All right.
Anyways, so
Lock in.
like we said, a little bit of confusion here with the ministry minute. I had an idea a little bit before, but then we said Landon was going to do it, and then we said I was going to do it. So I'm not going to do the verse of the day, but the verse of the day is where I got my inspiration for this, kinda. So I'm going to start with that, which is Ephesians 2:10. It says, "For we are God's masterpiece. He has created us anew in Christ Jesus, so we can do the good things He planned for us long ago." So focusing mainly on like that first line there, that we are God's masterpiece, which kind of funny. We talked about tattoos and all that. Just because if you're anti-tattoo, you think like, don't defile your body, don't do blah blah blah, whatever. Anyway, so it reminded me of my favorite psalm, which is Psalm 139. Honestly, I could read this whole thing, and I might because it's kind of short. So bear with me. Here we
Just
go.
saying, I've seen some pretty nice paintings in churches.
Okay, so it says,
Tattoos.
are they of like Leviticus 19 something? Just kidding.
Yeah.
It says like, do not, just kidding. So Psalms 139 says, "O Lord, you have examined my heart. You know everything about me. You know when I sit down and when I stand up. You know my thoughts, even when I am far away. You see me when I travel and when I rest at home. You know everything I do. You know what I'm going to say, even before I say it, Lord. You go before me and you follow me. You place your hand of blessing on my head. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too great for me to understand. I can never escape from your spirit. I can never get away from your presence. If I go up to the heaven, you are there. If I go down to the grave, you are there. If I ride on the wings of the morning, if I dwell in the farthest oceans, even there your hand will guide me, and your strength will support me. I could ask for darkness to hide me, and the light around me to become night. But even in darkness, I cannot hide from you. I'm so sorry. To you, the night shines as bright as the day. Darkness and light are the same to you. You made all the delicate inner parts of my body. You knit me together in my mother's womb. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. You know how I know it well. You watched me as I was being formed in the utter seclusion, as I was woven together in the dark of the womb. You saw me before I was born. Every day of my life was recorded in your book. Every moment was laid out before a single day had passed. How precious are your thoughts about me, O God. They cannot be numbered. I can't even count them. They outnumber the grains of sand. And when I wake up, you are still with me. O God, I'm so sorry. If only you would destroy the wicked. Get out of my life, you murderers. They blaspheme you. Your enemies misuse your name. O Lord, shouldn't I hate those who hate you? Shouldn't I despise those who oppose you? Yes, I hate them with total hatred, for your enemies are my enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. Point out anything in me that offends you, and lead me along a path of everlasting life.
Beautiful.
What an amazing prophecy to say over yourself. What an amazing just scripture to proclaim over yourself daily. I mean, you could take the whole Bible and read it every morning and just, claim it as your own, and you know what I mean? Speak those things into your life. But I feel like this is one that really gets us in the right headspace of who we are because of him. I love how it's just, there's so many parts you could break down. We could do a whole 4, 5, 6 weeks on just this psalm.
Yeah, we could.
Maybe we will. Maybe I'll just start with the first part of it.
What was it?
Psalm 1. Wow.
Psalm 139.
Just now listening.
Well, I was
He
listening
wasn't following.
over there thinking tattoo ideas, weren't you?
I was now.
He was drawing them. Look at that.
139.
No, I'm just kidding. So the first
the
part
teardrop.
is all about, it's all about God knowing us, everything about us, and how he just take care of us no matter where we are, when we're up, when we're down, when we're far away, when we travel, when we're at home. To think about as a girl, as girls, our parents watched us.
Women, not girls. Women.
As girls, as children, in our parents' house, our parents watched us. They had our phones tracked. They had us text them if we went anywhere. It was very we want to know where you're at because we can't always be with you to protect you. Everyone's always, some people think it's weird, that your parents still want to know where you're at or if
Life
you're safe.
360.
Yeah, Life 360 is still a thing in our house. And I know some people I can't stand it. My mom's watching me. I'm sure you guys are all kind of not. I feel like you're more on the safety first side, but your parents can only do so much to protect you. They can see where you're at, and if you're in danger, all they can do is see where you're at. They can't be right there immediately. But the thought of God never being anywhere but beside you boggles your mind, because he can't. It says you're before me and you're following me, and it says you know me when I'm at home. Also, you know me when I'm 43,000 miles down the road. There's nowhere you can go to get away from him, and that is both daunting and comforting at the same time.
I don't think 43,000 miles is just down the road.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I will say from my childhood and growing up, it wasn't I was never tracked, I'd say. I don't have Life 360. I probably should, but I don't.
I'll put you on our family plan.
Mom has threatened me a couple times. She goes, "Do you want me to get Life 360?" I said, "Do you want to have a heart attack on how fast I drive?" But
Oh my gosh.
she was. Don't give me that look.
I mean,
But no, my parents have kind of.
it's just Mother's Day. Respect your mother a little bit more.
I love my
Jeez
mom.
Louise.
But I was raised more independent, I'd say, with the fact that they kind of we're not always going to be here, and they raised me up to figure things out on my own, I'd say, and just, I mean, I know they'll be there if I need them, and they've made sure I know that if I am in really deep that I can't get out, I know I can go to them for help. But at the same time, they're there are some things you just need to struggle through that will teach you a lot. And maybe that's just the dairy farmer mentality of how to raise a child. But I don't know. It definitely has helped me a lot in life, because I know some people that are well, it's I don't know how to do this. I've never had to go through this. My parents have always been there to do that for me. My parents are always kind of when I wrecked my truck, it was kind of weird for me, because I was "Hey, Dad, how do I do this?" He goes, "I don't know. I've never been in a wreck." So There, it's like I have a leg up on my dad, and it's a weird thing, but it's just it's a learning process. And one thing that kind of hit me the one time, someone said, "Just remember, it's your parents' first time going through life too." And so that kind of hit me, but at the same time, where was it going with that?
Always
that
having
thing
the
kicked off, and it just
quiet
shut me off. But no, it is very reassuring to know that God is always with us and He'll never leave me. Where it said, like, I can try to hide in the darkest nights, but His light shines around me.
Yeah.
Like, I think of like when Adam and Eve first sinned, they tried to hide from God, but He did still say, "Where are you guys?" Like He knew where they were, but He was still like,
Gave them the
"I want you
chance.
to come to me, not just me be full authoritative over you. I want you to choose to come to me." And that's very comforting that He loves us enough to give us a chance to come to Him and like ask for forgiveness and not just strike us down the first time we mess up.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I like how the NIV says Psalm 139 because we actually, in one of our weeks here in the last block of the discipleship thing I'm going through in the Find Your Place book, or calling whatever, but NIV says Psalm 139:14, "I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well." I just like how that is.
I think it's also
That is written in
acknowledging,
there. Yeah.
like, you know your worth too.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times, I would say for females, I guess for guys too, you guys can be hard on yourselves in different ways. But knowing your worth and who calls you child, and know like who your creator is, it gives you that sense of peace of not having to strive to be perfect, or if you mess up, you slip up. It's not the end of the world. There's forgiveness, there's grace, and you don't have to put yourself down for what's happened. And again, go back to this verse and know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, which is such like a, like you can just breathe, like, okay, yeah, like, yes, I am, like, I claim that. And just like pray that over yourself, like you said. Pray it over yourselves every morning, because the enemies, we all know, come to kill, steal, and destroy, and he's going to try to steal your identity away from you, as he's done many people in this world. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's great. And I was thinking Psalms 146 kind of on this point. It's kind of a how great God is, right? So praise the Lord, my soul. I will praise the Lord all my life. I will sing praises to my God as long as I live. He's the maker of heaven and earth, the sea, and everything in them. He remains faithful forever. He upholds the cause of the oppressed, gives food to the hungry, sets prisoners free, gives sight to the blind, lifts up those who are bound down. The Lord loves righteousness. The Lord watches over the foreigner, sustains the fatherless and the widow, but He frustrates the ways of the wicked. I think that's important, is that when times are tough, God is the ultimate judge, right? If you remain faithful forever, right? He is the maker of heaven and earth. Everything in them, He remains faithful forever. God is faithful. He's faithful to you. He will be faithful forever. And when judgment day comes, He frustrates. That's what the NIV says. I'm just curious what the King James says. He is wicked to those who are unrighteous, right? He is the ultimate judge. So just know that what you're doing in this small amount of time, there is reward, and kind of what comes around will eventually go around. And if that's God being the ultimate judge, or if that's whatever it be in society, but anything that's unrighteous, anything that's hurting you or whatever, it will be corrected by God. I think that's the most important thing, is to keep the faith, stand firm in the faith, don't lose hope, don't lose sight. God loves you, Jesus loves you, and they're there for you, right? I think that's kind of the biggest thing to remember in all this. It's simple, but it's kind of substantial too, right? It's sustaining. So it's simple but sustaining. So
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, that's one of my favorite psalms. So it's really good to read whenever you're feeling down on yourself, or just start your day off with it. If you don't know what else to read, I feel like that's a good place to start. And you saw it, but I read it in less than 2 minutes. So
yeah.
you guys can get through that. You'll find something new every time you read it too.
Different versions too. I think NIV. What did you read?
NLT.
Okay. I was gonna say I read my Bible's NIV, and I love both versions that have been read because it gives it a different context, different way.
Yeah, read in the Hawaiian Pigeon Bible. See what it says in there.
Oh my!
Just kidding.
See what I can find.
Hawaiian Pigeon Bible.
We'll get a dramatic reading. from Landon.
What's the? Oh my! What's that one that's kind of funny?
That's the one. The Hawaiian Pigeon.
No. There's the Gen Z. The Gen Z Bible.
Oh no, that's dangerous.
You don't know where I'm at. You're. I could know where I'm going though.
130.
Yeah, there's definitely some things that are from God. There's definitely some things that are from the enemy. Just be diligent, pray about it. I think that's the biggest thing. But you can also, I think, you can also enjoy some humor without it crossing the line of being, blasphemous. Exactly.
You want to hear some?
Yeah, give us the first 2 lines.
This is Songs 139. I guess it's the same thing.
Yeah. Songs is songs.
Songs is songs 139:14. I tell you that you the greatest, 'cause when make me, you speak show kind things for me, and that's scary. Everything you make stay awesome. Inside, I know that's the truth. So real kind.
Wow. That's good. Round of applause.
And that wraps us up for episode 67.
Wow, it was a long one, folks.
Yeah.
We do appreciate you hanging in there.
Turn around
Thanks
our
again
latest
for
averages.
next
So
week's
Listen, if
reading.
you don't like how long it is, listen to it on 2 speed or 2 times speed.
Yeah,
or
2
whatever.
times speed.
Yeah, good luck.
We'll sound something like this, and we're really, really fast, and you won't even understand what we really said. But
Wrap us up there, Damon.
it's fine. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing.
We'll have Tanner next week.
Hopefully,
I might have a balloon again.
Lord willing. Don't know who will be here other than Tanner. Will you be here?
Probably.
Maybe. Will you be here?
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah.
Will you be here?
I'll be in North Carolina.
Wow.
Living it up.
Loser.
Might have 6 of us.
We love you.
Might have 6 of us.
You'll be here.
But I should be here. Yeah. Any parting words?
Send us questions for Tanner. You have one more week now.
No, you don't. Because by the time they see
leave
this,
a
we'll be
morning.
recording.
You have a couple hours depending when you listen to
We'll
this.
put it on the story before then.
Yeah.
Forget what he said.
Yeah.
Scratch that.
Yeah, you have.
Thank you guys.
1
We're
hour.
Fox Royale.
All right.
Seriously, any final words?
All right, that was it. Nothing.
I got nothing.
Nothing. Go like, subscribe, comment.
Reese, I guess this is the last time you're on in person before.
I mean, I might call in here and there, but
Tell your friends.
I'm doing charity work, but I'm really not. That's probably not the best thing to say. I've got an externship. Parting words.
Lay some wisdom on us.
So please, bye. No, I'm fumbling over my words today.
Well-
You got me tripping. Anyways,
Nothing.
stay true. Read your Bible.
Stay true.
Don't slack on your Bible time. God gets the priority of your day.
He gets all the glory, honor, and praise, right?
Amen.
Amen. Peace out.
Stay positive, test negative. Have a good week, guys.
Jeez.
No
Peace
way.
out.
Peace. Hey. All right, on that note, bye.